Okay, fellas, look, Shamrock Rovers at home today. I mean, if we can't win this, why are we even bothering, really? So let's go out there, let's get the 3 points. And Baltinson, please put on your goal-scoring boots today, mate.
Synger sammen til segerstråpen Mount Grindavik. Og jeg vet, hvis mannen ger i dag.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on the Impossible Dream. It is Season 11, Episode 7 today. We host Shamrock Rovers. If there was ever a game in the Champions League we had to win, I mean, this is it, isn't it? And then we're going to go to Sporting Lisbon. A game I have a sneaky feeling we might be good enough to take something from, but with these Portuguese sides, you don't know exactly what point of a golden generation they're in, and if they're just sort of building up to sell off all their best players, then maybe this will be a tough one for us as well, and it is away from home. But yeah, very, very excited to see what we can do against Shamrock Rovers. Hopefully it'll be a win for us. Now the league season has wrapped up, so let's just catch you up first of all on the final two games, I should say. The first of those was against Folsnir. Ormarkson found Baltinson to give us the lead. It was Ormarkson again who parted the defence for Higuain to make it 2-0. Before some good build-up play was finished by Estadi for our third. And Beyoncé made it 4-0 at half-time. Folsnir pulled one back. Before Estadi crossed for Baltinson to get our fifth. But Folsnir got a second. So we were absolutely flying in the first half and then just kind of clocked off second half. You can see from the XG tracker there, we didn't really do anything in the second half. So they pulled two back, which is disappointing. But honestly, the game was already done at that point anyway. So very good win there. Final game of the season was against already relegated Grindavik. So let's go see how they played their final game in the Pepsi League. Beyoncé found Sinistera to open the scoring. Obot found Beyoncé to make it 2-0. Before it was roles reversed to give us a 3-0 lead at half-time. And Obot found Sinistera to get our fourth in the second half. So, yeah, just far, far too good for them. Now, you may have noticed in that game that Gadini had a bit of a knock. He had to get taken off, and he played in midfield because I was trying to get in the golden boot, but he's going to miss the Shamrock Rovers game, so that's a bit of a shame. If we do look at the final league table, and we can see there, it was, I believe, a record point total for us, 62. We were invincible. We didn't lose a game all year, which is, I believe, also the first time we've done that. And, yeah, so very, very good all round. It was Grindavik and Stanen that have gone down. Look at that. One goal, though. Folsnir was safe by one goal. So those goals they scored against us in the second half, that's what saved them from relegation. So, well done to them. Now, there are some awards, of course, at the end of the league season. The Golden Boot for a third year in a row, a fourth year in 5, has gone to Gadini. So very well done to him. Obviously, we do tend to dominate that these days. But yeah, 13 goals was enough to get him that award. And I tell a lie because we haven't got any other awards as of yet for the league. So that'll come a little bit later on, I suppose. All right, let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Shamrock Rovers. So we are expecting a 4-2-3-1 out of them, and let's have a look and see what we're doing. So Perwell in goal, it is Caldone, it is Degan, Vinci and Volpez as the back four. It is Jonsson, Roel even, and Bakali, Kosh, Higuain and Baltinson. Now we need Baltinson to refine his form. He scored a couple of goals in the league. He's been shocking in Europe so far this season. There's no way around it. But like I say, with Gadini injured, we could have gone with Sinistera, but he did just play that game, which was on the weekend. This is the Tuesday, so it's a pretty quick turnaround to start Sinistera again. So yeah, let's get out there and let's hope we can put a few past them. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognise any names. Proudfoot's such a good name for a footballer, isn't it? It just makes sense. Alright, what do you want to say to this? I think, let's put on a worthy display, shall we? We're at home. It's a team we really should be beating. And now saying that out loud, I should have said there's no pressure on here, shouldn't I? Alright, so here we go. Let's hope that we can get a good result here. We have to win this. If this is one of those that if we don't win it, a little bit like PSV last year in the Champions League, though arguably even worse. I mean, PSV are a decent sized club, whereas Shamrock Rovers, realistically, is a team. I mean, they're probably bigger than us, aren't they? But you know what I mean. They're a team that we really, really do need to beat at home as well. I mean, again, it's one of these that if we were sort of being able to say, like, these are the teams you're playing, choose whether you play them home and away, this is probably a team that I'd take away from home, backing us to beat them away from home and get somebody else at home that's maybe a little bit more 50-50, for example, like Sporting Lisbon. So the fact we've got them at home just makes it's just got to happen. It's just got to happen. Here we go with Kosh. We've got players forward. It's towards the back post, and Higuain cannot keep his header down. You get the feeling we might need a quick start here, or else the fact that I've told them, put on display might start to come back to haunt us. Not many Irish fans, you'd think, given that how many chances are they going to get to watch their team in the Champions League? The away section for a trip to Iceland, or trip anywhere really, would be absolutely rammed. But anyway. Baltinson showing early signs here that he hasn't got his goal-scoring boots on again. Kosh with a header, it's off the crossbar, or was it the keeper? And we can't put away the rebound. It's been all one-way traffic so far, but we still don't have a goal to show for it. Volpez's cross is blocked. He goes back, he picks that up. Raul to Kosh. All the way back to Vinci. Or is it... I'm trying to think if I'd be like Da Vinci, so maybe it's Vinci. Anyway, crossing, Baltinson, oh, he just can't score a goal to save himself right now. He's got till half-time, and then we're going to bring Sinistera on. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's been unhappy before. I mean, he's not even unhappy right now, I don't think. I've promised him that if we get a bit of, I can't remember what it is, 1.2 million or something that no one's getting anywhere near, that will sell him. And he's okay with that. But, I mean, I don't blame anybody for not bidding for him if this is how he's finishing. He's certainly not... putting himself in the shop window. And this is a guy that has scored tons of goals for someone who's 19 or 20. He's probably one of the all-time Champions League leading goal scorers. There's the good ball for Higuain. Oh, Jesus Christ, our finishing. More conversion training. Cancel tomorrow, guys. We're going to do conversion training. Let's try a demand more. We've got nervous-looking players all of a sudden. 10 shots, 1 on target. Come on. Now, they did win their opening game, actually, Shamrock Rovers. I think they put 3 or 4 past AEK Athens. Now, Greek sides oftenly aren't the strongest, FM-wise. So, I mean, it's still a pretty good score, though, isn't it? Again, it's Baltinson. Again, he's in. Again, all right, get off, mate. Get off my football field. That is just disgusting that he's done that again to us. All right. Can we score a goal now? With Sinistera up there. There's the header. It's Higuain and it's over the top. All right. I mean, we're doing fine. It's got to be nerves as much as anything. So we've been unlucky so far. We've got Higuain and Kosh looking nervous. We've got faith in you boys. Let's just get out there and... yeah, see if we can just find the back of the net. We've absolutely dominated the game. Sinistera looks nervous as well. He's now motivated. The only option up top is Vertiz, who could do it, I suppose, as a deep-lying forward. Yeah, I mean, it might come to that, but maybe we will need to... I mean, maybe we need to bring him on to play left or right, because Higuain and Kosh aren't playing particularly well either, are they? Here we go, Bakali. Ball for Sinistera. There we go. Is he onside? I thought he was on. VAR's going to check it. And has he kept himself on? He has. All right, everybody breathe. A very deep sigh of relief. Sinistera off the bench. And Bakali feeds him through. Yeah, he was well on, wasn't he? It didn't look particularly close first time around, but that can be misleading, of course. We'll get another look at it here. Yeah, he's well on. Well on. Alright, praise. Let's go and get a couple more now for you don't mind, boys. Alright, Kosh is looking nervous. He's not playing well. We'll take him off for Beyonce. And since Higuain is also not covering himself in glory, let's get Obot on out there, who's looked to find a little bit of form recently. Because he is still adjusting to joining the club as well. I imagine moving from Blackburn to Iceland. It's a bit of a culture shock. It's a good header at the back post. And Sinistera hit the post, couldn't turn it goalwards. Now, it is still only 1-0, of course. We do need to be a little bit careful here. We've had 17 shots, 18 shots, XG of 2.2. And we are somewhat clinging on here at the end. I mean, the important thing is that we do cling on, I suppose. But really, I mean, this shouldn't have been this close, should it? Can we see it out? We can. Well, it's going to be a lot of finishing training. Sinistero has come off the bench and saved us. It's difficult to say everybody other than the front three played well, because they did. It's just that those front three were an absolute disgrace. So let's hope, well, I don't know, do we start them next time? So there we go, we move up to 16th. We got the 3 points we needed. We didn't really do our goal difference, the give it the boost I was kind of hoping for, but ultimately we've done enough. And if we can now go and take a point at least in Portugal, then I'm going to say it's been a big success. So wait right there, we'll be back to face Sporting Lisbon. Okay, welcome back. Now we are getting ready to face Sporting Lisbon. This could be it. This could be our whole Champions League campaign on the table here. We really do need to try and take something from this one. We're expecting a sort of a 3-4-3-ish sort of thing from them. The team we're sending out. Now we've had an international break. Everybody's come back fit and firing, so that's good. So Purwell will go in goal. It's Calderon, Degen, Vinci and Volpez, Jonsson, Raul and Bakali, Kosh, Higuain and Sinistera gets the start. I can't, in all good consciousness, go and put Boughtonson up front again. He's got a heavy match load as well. We've got Gadini back on the bench fit. Everybody else, it's more or less the bench you would expect it to be, I would have thought at this point. So yeah, this is it. Can we go and take something from the Portuguese? Maybe they're not champions, but they're certainly a top team in Portugal, aren't they? Let's hope so. We need it. We really need it. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. Do we recognise any name? I mean, there's a lot of sort of common names. Fabio Silva, is that a real player, I wonder? Diogo, I mean, those sorts of names are so common, aren't they? They could be, they could not be. Good run of form impressed me. I think, yeah, well, I think there's just no pressure on us. We go out there and we do our best. Yeah, I don't really know. As I said, I have a feeling I feel like this is something we can take something from. And it really is a game we need to take something from. We were talking on the Discord sort of earlier, I think it was actually yesterday, I think, because I'm recording more or less a day ahead, about where the points are going to come in this group. And Shamrock Rovers, I think unanimously that was a game that we all thought we could win, and we scraped it, but we did get there. If you're looking at other places, Lille at home, I think is a game we need to sort of try and get 3 points from. And then I think we're looking at maybe this game and Werder Bremen, which I think is away from home, as well as maybe 2 other potential points. And that would get us to 8, which is unlikely to be enough even then to get us through the group. So, or through the league phase anyway. So, we're probably going to need to, assuming everything else goes to plan, of now a tight hamstring for Bakali, which is not ideal. Alright, we might need to make a change there, as Purwell does well. And he does have the ability to launch a counter-attack. He's going for it. We've got Higuain on the ball. Nice first touch. Bakali couldn't quite take it with him. And what's going to become of this highlight now? Higuain still trying to win the ball back. We would miss Bakali's work rate if we had to take him off here, that's for sure. Kosh has won it back, though, now. Given the way that they're playing their formation, we are trying to exploit the flanks. Good ball for Sinistera. Sinistera! Oh! It's a good chance, isn't it? And an on-form Boughtonson, let's be honest, probably sticks that away. But we haven't got an on-form Boughtonson. So we've got Sinistera in front and a bit of a heavy touch, a missed touch even there. And they're in behind us. And Purwell, well, he probably paid back half of that 5 million that we paid for him there, didn't he? Especially if we end up getting anything from this game. Corner to defend now. And it is away, but not really. Volpez completes the clearance. And we're fired up apart from Degen, who looks nervous. And we've got another corner to defend here. And we've just about managed it. It's still coming back, though. Back post. Volpez is there. He half clears it. Is this going to end the highlight? Please end the highlight game. There we go. Thank you. And we're back again. And we look to be... Now, they're a tiki-taka side, so we are trying to press them high up the pitch and put pressure on them. But right now, that's not particularly looking like it's doing us any favours. And there's a miss. Let's encourage them again. They are dominating possession. Alright, let me have a quick think here. I mean, 0-0 is not the worst. They've edged it, though, haven't they? The Sinistera chance was a good one. But everybody's got to dig in here. We've got nervous players. Now, Bakali did have a bit of an injury, didn't he? So we might go and see how that is hampering him. Sinistera's only playing a 6.3. So he's fine in terms of an injury. So we've got Gadini and Boutenson on the bench. Boutenson looks nervous, though. Is it time for Gadini? Or do we give Sinistera a little bit more of a chance here to prove himself? All right, let's see how he responds to half time. I mean, he didn't really listen to me, which is fair enough. No one ever does. Come on. I mean, it's 3 shots on target apiece, and it looks as though we've got more defending to do here. I'm wondering if we try and frustrate them a different way instead of trying to put the pressure on them with the press. As Cal, he's on side too, I think, because there was Dagan in the middle. I was just about to say, instead of putting the pressure on them through the press, do we perhaps look to just sit a little bit deeper? There's an argument to say too, tiki-taka, maybe we should be inviting crosses, but they are getting the ball into wide areas anyway. Dagan played everybody on. Calderon got 1 touch in, but couldn't make it decisive, and we are beaten at the near post. And we go 1-0 down. All right, we'll try and demand more now. I think we've got to start getting rid of these nervous players. Bakali's not playing well. Off you go, mate. Let's get Jose Antonio on for you. Sinistera. It's Gadini time, isn't it? It's Gadini time. All right, will the berating work for us? No, it will not. Okay, we need to change something here. Let's stick... No. Boutenson can come on. Boutenson can come on for... How's Antonio playing? Not Antonio, Jonsson. Jonsson's doing okay, but not brilliant. Okay. Okay, so we need to get something going here. So we're going to move Gadini into a trade Cortista as the number 10 there. Boutenson can come up front. I'm going to try a roaming playmaker. Never used it before in my life, but we're a little bit desperate here, so we'll try it. And let's hope Boutenson, he has about 15 minutes here with stoppage time to try and save us. And possibly his reputation. Let's see if he can do that for us. Higuain is looking a little tired. Koch is playing rubbish. Let's get Beyonce on for him. Dagan is only playing a 6-3. Can we give it a fire up, perhaps? They're just all nervous. They're all nervous, and it's a 1-0 defeat, again, away from home. I feel like we're so close. We're just not quite able to we're just not good enough. That's the problem, isn't it? And that's why it feels like we're almost there, but not really. We're just still not quite good enough. So that will leave us down there in 25th place now. Just outside looking in. Obviously, the Wednesday games are still got to take place, so that would probably, or in all likelihood, will drop us down a little bit further again. But there we go. They grab the win. It just feels like we don't all perform at the right time. You know, our defense just didn't particularly play well there. Did I tactically get it wrong? There's that argument to be made, isn't there? But away from home, 2-1-0 defeats. It's just not quite enough, is it? We've got 2 home games up next, though. It's behind me, so you can't see it. But it's Manchester City first, then Lille. We have to beat Lille now, and if we could manage to somehow take a point off Manchester City, I certainly wouldn't be saying no to that, that's for sure. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, of course, and I'll see you next time. And, of course, Viewers Play of the Year, too. Make sure you nominate that. We'll probably have to vote next time. Take care.